I am 24 years old, and I live with a regret that burns a hole in my chest every single day. When I was younger, I poured my entire life, my blood, sweat, and tears into a dream. I literally wanted more than anything. But because of things entirely out of my control, I walked away. I chose survival, but for years my brain had tortured me with a single looping questions. What if you had just stayed? When you carry that kind of weight, you get trapped in a psychological freeze. You look at the future and you stop moving because your brain convinces that you standing still is the only way to stay safe from being hurt again. But a story about 4 high school girls risking everything to go to Antarctica completely broke me out of that freeze. It forced me to realize the most liberating truth. Action isn't the reward you get after you heal from your anxiety. Action is the only cure. Hi, my name is Tay. I'm the host of this channel, and today we're gonna talk about the anime called The Place Further Than the Universe and how it taught us about the lesson of stop pretending and stop waiting around for things to feel safe for you and do the goddamn thing. The story of A Place Further Than the Universe starts with a different kind of freeze. Kimari desperately wants to live an extraordinary youth, but the moment she tries to board a train to leave her comfort zone, she panics, literally, and goes home. She wants her journey to be smooth, easy, comfortable, no challenges, and feel safe. She paralyzed by the questions of, what if it fails? My what if looks backward, but her what if looks forward. Still, the paralysis is exactly the same. Staying the same feels safe because it is predictable. But then she meets Shirase. Shirase doesn't have a perfect, elegant plan for her life. She's an absolute mess, starting from scratch, and everybody is laughing at her. But she chooses to take a stupid and messy steps anyways. Yet, it was purposeful. When Kimari sees that raw energy, she doesn't wait until her fear magically vanishes. She gets on a train to another city while still completely scared. She teaches us the first rules of breaking that freeze right there. You do not need a perfect start. You don't need it. A cringe, a scary, a stupid first step is worth more a million times compared to a perfectly planned but standing still. And as the journey builds, the show introduces Yusuke, and this is where an emotional core hit me right in the gut as well. Yusuke is a girl who is a childhood idol who says that because of her career, she has never had a single real friend, a true friendship, a genuine connection. She literally sacrificed her entire childhood. When you pour your blood, sweat and tears into something at such a young age, only to have it end in isolation or toxicity, you build a massive wall around yourself. You assume that no one can possibly understand the exhaustion or the scars that you carry alone. But let's take a look at how the show breaks down the wall. The girls just did the damn thing. They did the damn thing by just acting completely stupid, weird, with just no plan and only hope to convince her to join them to the journey to Antarctica. They showed up with a genuine feeling, a true connection with a true purpose. These things cannot be found by just playing it safe behind your past trauma. They are built upon when you throw yourself into the wild with people who share the exact same dreams, who share the exact same vision, and who shares the exact same goals. Yusuke didn't find healing because she found a perfect situation or solution. She found it because someone was willing to look completely stupid, ridiculous, crazy, just to be able to reach her. The path toward your goals, your dream, your ideologies, the path forward is all about surviving the toxic environments that made you walk away in the first place. And I think the show literally delivers the most realist thing, the most relatable thing that we all could possibly relate through Kimari's best friend, Megumi. And for 5 episodes, Megumi plays the role of protective, realistic, caretaker, a big sister friend. She constantly tells Kimmery and hopes that she will buy into it. Don't beat yourself up. If you try too hard and fail, it's just gonna be so cringe and so embarrassing. And hey, I'm not saying that Megumi is such a bad person, I'm not saying that. But we all have that Megumi in our lives. Sometimes Megumi is just a toxic voice inside our head as well. But when the trip to Antarctica becomes a reality, Megumi breaks down and shows the dark truth of a human nature. She confesses, "It's because I'm nothing, and that is the reasons why I also want you to be the same." Now, let that sink in for a moment. Think about how heavy that is. Megumi didn't want to protect Kimmery from failing at all. It was a mirror, it was a reflection. She was so terrified of her own comfort zone. It begins to shatter it when Kimmery decided to go to Antarctica and it becomes a reality. And for Megumi, as long as Kimmery remained the same, stagnant, frozen in place, Megumi felt secure. But like I said, the moment that Kimmery chose to grow, it forced Megumi to look into the mirror and face her own lack of motion. The people who mocked at you, the environment that makes you feel tired, the toxicity that forced you to walk away to survive, they weren't acting out of logic. They were projecting of their own fear of standing still, of remaining still, of staying in the same place. Other people's small, compromised horizons, ideas, opinions do not get to dictate your life. Here's the thing. You are the master of your own life. So do it anyways. Do it cringe. Do it stupid. Do it completely messy. Go mess it up. Go out there and fail. Fail it, retry, redo, restart over and over and over and over again. Walk forward with an absolute knowledge that you need to face challenges and failures in order to reclaim your power. And when the girls finally push past every single challenges, they are finally arrived at Antarctica together and step on that icy land. And my most favorite part of itself is when Chirase stands on the edge of the earth and scream, "Zamamiro, Zamamiro, Zamamiro! Zamamiro, 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 Zamamiro!" She screamed in your face to every single person who ever told her she couldn't do it. The scream was totally and completely about proving the doubters wrong. It was about completely rewriting her own story. It is the exact moment that you stop letting your brain torture you with what you lost in the past and start forcing it to acknowledge what you are actively building, creating, dreaming, doing it right now. But let's talk about the hardest part of this whole equations right here. What happened after you decided to move? Because I'll tell you what, taking a step doesn't magically erase every single thing that you have faced in the past. It doesn't instantly heal your trauma. How do you actually live with a regret that burns a hole in your chest every single day? How do you live with a ghost of your dream that you had to leave it behind? Now for a long time I thought a goal was to just forget about it. I thought I had just to wait until regret completely stopped burning before I was allowed to be happy, or become successful, or to follow my dream again. But the show itself, The Place Further Than the Universe, it taught me a completely different reality through Chirase. Chirase isn't going to Antarctica because she moved past her grief, her sadness, her depressions. She isn't going because she feels healed or she was ready. She's going because she's completely broken by the loss of her mother. She's going because she wants to prove everyone wrong. She's going because she wants to show that she can dream. She carries that pain. She packs it in her bags. She takes it on a train. She carries it on into the ship as well. And that is how you live with regret. You stop trying to cure it. You stop waiting it to be vanished, to be brushed, to be cleaned. You accept it fully and genuinely accept that the regret is a part of your story now. You cannot delete it. You strapped it in your bag, you run forward with it anyways. You use your raw, burning pain of that regret as the exact fuel that you need to build your new life. You don't leave your pain behind. You make that pain right there. Watch what you are about to build next. So let me ask you straight up right here, right now for a second. Why do you still care so much about what other people may think of you? Why are you letting anyone else dictate your life, your dream, or your purpose? You saw the words on this thumbnail of this video as well when you clicked on it. Stop pretending like you care. And I mean that with every single thing that I have. Stop pretending like you care about their comfort zone. I mean, because if you actually care about your dreams, you would do the goddamn thing. You do it anyways. You do it stupid, you do it cringe. Regardless of what they think. Because let's be completely real for a second right here. Everybody will laugh at you anyways. And I repeat, they will laugh at you. Even at my video as well. People will laugh at me as well. I don't care. It's exactly what stagnant people do when they're too terrified to leave their own safe space. And so, if they're gonna laugh at you no matter what you do, why the hell would you care? So, the thing is that, stop caring, be a master of your own, go out there, follow your dream, follow your passion, and do the goddamn thing. Why are you still here, man? Go do the goddamn thing. Peace out.